Hey,
Bam.
welcome back to, to another episode of this podcast that we do. It still doesn't have a name. I've just been calling it Jerome and Zero because that's the two of us. I'm Zero Rimpson. That's Jerome Tennyson. We're two stand-up comics that can't do stand-up comedy right now because of the coronavirus. So instead, we're doing this podcast, which used to be live, but now it's just live streamed. What are we talking about today? Whatever's on our minds. We're just gonna let it flow. We're gonna kick it. We're gonna make some jokes. It's gonna be about an hour, maybe 50 minutes. And thanks for rocking with us. For those of you that watch this later, and whoever comes in, thank you for dealing with us being this
first
unedited.
thing we need to do. First thing we need to do, Zero. Sorry to cut you off.
You're fine.
We need to get some twerkers in here. Nobody's gonna come view our stuff unless we got somebody twerking.
Okay.
So we need to get some twerkers in here.
With the another problem with the virus is I can't exactly get women to come over.
Otherwise,
It's totally the
otherwise,
virus.
Zero would have it on lock
Otherwise,
right
I
now.
would have had a bunch of twerkers here. If it wasn't for the
Yeah,
virus right now, I
pouring
could
milk on their
say
booty.
my bedroom would just be butt shaking everywhere. But like the virus is really put a hold on everything. So what I
Yeah,
can do is I can pull up like man, what's that music video? There's like I know there's like a bunch, but like what's like
yeah.
there are like some top tier like twerking music videos.
Twerking these
Uh,
videos. Oh man, there's so many nowadays. You could put
and
pretty
you
much any of them you pull
yeah,
up nowadays.
it's the one where it's like, well, obviously there's Twerk by Cardi B. There's the old
Megan
school
Stallion
one.
has videos.
Yeah, there's the old school one that's like, and you're working with some yeah, that's yeah. If you want to get some
Yeah, back
yeah,
that ass up.
yeah,
Tip drill.
yeah,
Tip drill with Nelly has some.
oh
Take
yeah,
the credit
that
card,
was
you a
yeah,
tip drill.
that
Tip
was the
drill.
number one of like all of them. But yeah, I could I could put that on the screen while while we talk. Yeah, times is just hard, and it's like people having losing their jobs. It's really tragic. Just girls
Yeah,
shaking
just girls booty bouncing, pouring lactose intolerant, lactose free milk on their booty.
lactose free. But yeah,
Oh man, yeah, it's been rough out here, man. Hey, can you tell I'm growing my hair out?
that's crazy. I just shaved today.
Did you?
Yeah, my beard was in full effect like a second ago earlier this morning.
Oh, okay.
I never realized how much it is until I'm shaving it. And then I'm like, man, I got a whole new. And it used to be so one to one that when I shaved, it like 100% made me look younger. Like I used to have mad baby face, but now I've reached the age that it doesn't matter what I do with my facial hair. I'm always like old. I'm always an adult under. I think I could still pull off TV teenager though.
Yeah.
I,
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think you can too. Especially if you go clean shaven, I think you can
yeah,
too with a haircut.
yeah. I
For
think
sure.
with a clean shaven, I could walk down the halls of Degrassi. I think I could pull it off. But yeah,
Yeah, you could easily, easily.
yeah. Are you growing yours out for a specific reason, or is it because of the barbers and all that stuff?
Yeah. Oh, like what you just said, the latter. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
You're not gonna try to
So
do it yourself. You're not gonna try.
I use, but you know what? To be honest, I usually do. I usually do
Really?
it myself, but now I'm just using it as an excuse. Like, well, I can't go get it done because for years I did it myself. I mean, for years I've been growing my hair out for over 10 years now.
Man.
My dreads, I've had them. I did it probably like 8 years myself,
Mhm.
8 or 9, and then recently, about a year or so ago, I found somebody who I trust to do my hair and does it.
Right.
So I kind of just been letting them do it. But
Yeah.
to answer your question, I could easily do it myself. I just haven't felt
Oh,
like it.
I think
Now the
it's
guy now, or sometimes my fiance will do it for me too.
okay.
So, but I just yeah,
Have you
just
ever
haven't.
had Have you ever had short hair? Like, what's the shortest your hair has ever been? You said it's
Oh man, I had the ball fade even all the way around. Oh yeah, I used to wear my hair real short until my second year of college. So till I was 19, 20, and then I started growing my hair out, and then I had this big afro, and then my hair was so soft that as soon as I walked outside, the afro would cave in. Like it would look nice inside the house. As soon as I
yeah.
comb it, pick it,
Hmm.
and then as soon as I get outside, whoosh, one side just lopsided.
Man, that's
Yeah, I just have like a lopsided afro, and I'm like, oh man.
crazy.
So, and then from there, a couple years after growing it, and then I ended up getting dreads. But yeah, I used to have the short hair. I used to have waves. I used to take pride in my waves. I get the short hair with the waves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
But
has
I've
that.
always changed my hair from time to time, even growing up though, because then I would do curls and
Yeah. I
just
went through my hard phase of hairstyles in high school freshman year. I like did a hard back to back. Like usually I
oh,
would
okay.
just let it either do. So I'm pretty locked into what I do now, which is let it grow to whenever I get annoyed with it, shave it all the way down, let it grow to when I
Yeah.
get annoyed with it, and just
Yeah.
cycle that. But like in freshman year of high school, I was like, I should do something with it. I should try some stuff. So I wanted cornrows. Like you remember in the like early 2000s, like I would say like 7, 8, where like Bow Wow was still really popping, but like he had the cornrows that were super clean. Like I
Mm-hmm.
wanted
Mm-hmm.
those, but my hair didn't work like that. And we went to this. My mom took me. And you know how like you have that intimate relationship with your barber that they know what you get and how to get it, and they know how to do it. But like then I was trying something new, so they didn't want to take me to the barber because like they cut hair, they don't like braid it. At least not the barber I went to. So then my mom was like,
Yeah.
I don't know who we take you to, but there was this, there was this the college for hairstylists essentially.
Uh-huh.
So I like went and there's like seniors who do hair at that, and they charge a certain amount, and then you go and you do that, and like
Yeah.
essentially I was just a test dummy. I was a test dummy for them, and this girl gave me cornrows where it just was like they were so right next to each other and tight that it just looked like my hair got shaved down and it had like rows and like it literally looked like if you cut my hair down to about an inch and then you took
Yeah.
like a little hair rake and you like went across it like one at a
That's
time.
what.
That's what it looked like.
Hey, did it hurt? Did it hurt?
Oh yeah, they were tight. Like
Yeah, the
it was
first
the
time
first
I got
time.
braided, it hurt
Yeah,
because before I had dreads, I would get braids,
yeah,
and oh
yeah. It was
man, that
not.
hurt, man. And then you get a girl who can't, or so, like they, because some girls are like less, or it could be a guy braids hair too, but
Yeah,
some girls are like less heavy-handed or something, so they don't have to pull as hard or whatever.
yeah.
But the girl did mine the first time. She and it was pulling and pulling. Each braid she braided, my head did like this. It was just like. It hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurt. And
Yeah.
then I started liking it.
And that's the whole thing that I deal with now. I'm like, babe.
Hey, when you took your braids out, did you lose a lot of hair?
Um, no,
Not like your hair was lost, but I mean as he taking it out, like hair with like loose hair was coming out.
no. Honestly, I mean, kind of, but that more happens when I shampoo my hair. Like whenever I like
Yeah,
to
like
use
that.
a
Yeah,
product,
like
yeah,
that.
then yeah, absolutely. Whenever
Yeah.
I,
So nobody told me that happens. I didn't know that that's what happens. So
uh,
I'm freaking out. I'm washing my hair, and then I was freaking out because I see all that, like the hair was fall. I was like, what the
yeah,
hell? So I didn't know. Hey, what up, Niles? I didn't know that that's what happens to it.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, yeah.
He said y'all ain't talking about shit.
I mean,
Nope.
you ain't wrong.
Hey, we ain't got no twerkers in here. Go check out
Yeah,
Girls Twerk the Jokes.
yeah. Just
Whatever.
Google twerking while you listen to our stuff. That's our.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I also when I was doing that, it's like it came out in globs, and I was like, what is happening? Am I going bald because of braids? But then
Yeah.
I went
Yeah,
and
that's what it should. Yeah, where the hoes at? Hey, the hoes at, I'm telling you, we tried to get some. They didn't like the lactose free milk. We was gonna pour lactose free milk on their booties, but
the
they wanted
grocery
whole
store.
milk. And I don't have no
That's
damn
what's going
goddamn
on.
whole milk.
All my game now is at the
Hoes
grocery
don't
store.
twerk the jokes. That's Now's absent special that he just dropped.
Oh, that's sick.
Hey, it's funny as hell. If you haven't
What's it
seen it,
on?
it's on YouTube. Click on that link. Hoes don't twerk the jokes. Spotify. All it's dope. It's funny. He's funny
I like
dude.
that. I like that album name. They don't twerk the joke.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go to Tory Lane's page.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
But, yeah.
How many dudes are watching Tory Lanez think naked? That's what I want to know. Niggas is just sitting there naked watching that
That's a
shit.
weird thing. Yeah.
Oh man.
But what was
Nope, it's just us. Just us two.
it?
Hey,
Yeah.
why you gotta rub it in? Now I was trying to make somebody cry. Hey, ain't nobody in here, you lonely niggas. I don't know why you doing this. Give up on y'all dreams. Why? Y'all ain't got no fans, nigga. What are y'all doing?
I know Darren do. Who's Darren?
Oh, it's another part of the Goon Squad, Darren. He's probably talking about being naked watching the Tory Lanez.
Okay, got it.
God dang, now it's came in here and just shitted on us. This nigga,
I
y'all
mean,
ain't
listen,
shit.
hey, listen. Sometimes, like, you got to start from nothing. It's like we're at the bottom, and now
He
we're
like, hey, he
here.
like one of those people like, hey, I'm gonna keep it real with you, man. This shit whack. You're like, damn, let me
Like, ah,
give me a minute, man. It be
yeah.
sometimes we get up to like
You
10,
gotta,
15
you gotta
people in here.
settle, man. It happens. But
You
yeah,
start making excuses. Well, last time we did it a little earlier,
yeah,
so
yeah,
people
yeah. And
probably
like,
were.
what is it? Like, everybody's still getting off work. Like, they gonna get in
Yeah,
here
still getting
eventually.
off work. The internet connection right now
You
because of the
know, it's
coronavirus.
because it's the virus. Really, it's the
It's the
virus.
virus.
Like,
Yeah.
the reason that our live stream ain't popping no more is because people's phones don't work because of the
And
virus.
then we accidentally doing it during the Jill Scott Erica Badu battle. I mean, I know it happened already, but
but
people
you know,
still.
they took all the viewers.
So
They
it's all kind of reasons for it.
wait, they had a battle.
Oh, you didn't even know about that, Jill Scott and Erica Badu?
Yeah, what
Oh
did they
man.
sing at each other? Did they rap at each other? What happened?
Oh yeah, some people still ain't get this. You get your stimulus check yet? Zero.
Oh me, yeah, it came direct. They got my number. It was kind of scary. I was like, man, I ain't got that check in the mail because I was waiting for it to come in the mail. And then I googled it. It was like, oh, some people get direct deposit because you tell the tax people like where your money's at. And then I
Yeah.
went and checked my account, and they was like, yep, there it is. Like, just it went straight in. And I'm like, I don't like that they got my number like that.
Oh yeah,
It just
yeah, yeah. They had it
like if they
account.
can
I'm just
put any
glad the
money,
strip
they can
clubs aren't open. Cause as
put
soon as that thing hit, boy, I would have been up in there. I would have had it all 1,200 and all singles, and I would have just been sitting there with all singles, just
just
balling for the night.
all on one
Stingy
sugar.
as hell with it too. Like, nah, girl, you got to work for this one.
This was my Trump money. This
This
is
is
for
my
the
Trump
safety.
money.
This is for me
But
being this is what I get for being a hero. This is
right, right.
hero.
No, but to answer your question, so Jill Scott and because people been doing the battles, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I have
okay,
heard of that.
so Jill Scott and Erica Badu did theirs like
Yeah.
this past weekend, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, they just you just sit like how we doing,
Right.
and then you just sit there and you play a song. You play a song. They play like, oh, this is my first song I did from my first
Okay.
album. Then they take turns and then they just battle it out. But they was
So
being all sweet to each other because
they
they
call
were
it
sweet
battling.
ladies.
Does
So.
somebody win? Did somebody win? Or is it
I
just
don't know.
like
I
we're
think it's up to the
playing?
people. I think the people decide who wins. I think the people
Uh,
just kind of decide like who won the battle.
do you know who?
It's mainly just for entertainment
Yeah,
purposes,
yeah, no,
just
yeah. It's fine, but like, did they say who between the two?
I don't know because I'm not sure because the ones that I watched they didn't. I haven't finished the Erica Badu one yet, the Jill Scott one, but the ones that I watched they didn't announce it. It was just more so like the people on Twitter and Instagram saying who won. Like oh
Where are they?
yeah,
Like, where are they doing it? Like,
like this.
no, I mean, like, what are are they doing it on Instagram and then somebody brings it to YouTube?
Yeah, then somebody screen records and puts it on YouTube.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
Yeah.
interesting.
Or something. I don't know how it gets to YouTube actually, but
Yeah,
yeah.
it's been very interesting to see everybody.
Don't let me tell on nobody. I don't know how it gets there, but it gets there.
But the interesting thing of like, it's interesting to see. We were going to talk about this is like because of the virus and entertainment is such a like. Well, you usually go to a place and see these people, and now weirdly enough, we have to do this kind of thing. And like, it's
Yeah.
interesting to see the different versions of entertainment that have like
Yeah.
sprung from this because like they weren't doing that. Like
Nah.
Jill Patton, what's her name, had no plans on doing a like.
Oh,
Let's
for
do
sure.
everything
For sure.
together. Like, but now that's a
Yeah.
thing, and it's
And
very
it's dope too because
yeah
it's like real intimate. You know what I mean? Like you feel
yeah
like, you get your own personal show, so to
right
speak. And
yeah
then they'll share stories that maybe they wouldn't share on stage or something. They
right.
probably do share it on stage, but I'm
Yeah,
just
well,
saying
that's the thing. Yeah, it's like you get your own personal concert, even though
you
you
get your
didn't
own
buy
personal
any
concert.
tickets or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also interesting to see the Tonight people, all the daytime and nighttime shows do their version.
Yeah.
Like, and also some of, I don't know if you've seen this because I'm a big nerd for these type things, but like a lot of the comedies from like NBC and ABC and all that stuff, like they're getting all the cast members together and having them do like a weird Zoom chat reunion thing. And there's been like one for The Office, Parks and Rec, like
Oh
Community.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, I do. Yeah, I know some. Yeah.
yeah. And I'm like,
I haven't watched any yet though,
I've
but
only
I
watched
do.
the Community one, and the Community one isn't like it's not like them as the characters. It's just the actors themselves like talking to each other. It's very
Yeah.
interesting. I like them, but then again, I like them and I like the show. So I
But
still got
wait, isn't Donald Glover and that one girl supposed to do something from the? Yeah. Okay.
yeah, but Donald Glover was in it. They're doing a table read for it's coming out the 15th or something. We're just plugging all this stuff that isn't our stuff. Do you
I
have
know.
any, do you have
Hey, that
any,
just tells us we need to step our game up, right?
yeah, we got other stuff. I mean, I got the Buddy System other podcast. We got this podcast on my YouTube
Yeah.
channel. All the stuff. It's stuff is
But this is his favorite podcast. You don't have to answer that right now. You don't have to answer that, Zero. But this is his
Hey, look,
favorite podcast right here.
stuff, and I'm here. But yeah,
It's just hard getting us together right now.
it's hard getting everybody together.
Because Zero was so mad at me, he didn't even tell me he was coming to an open mic that was right down the street from my house.
I've been being real shady.
And then when I came in, he said,
"Oh, hey, oh man, you here? I was just about to text you. I'm at home.
Yeah.
Like, man, I wish I could hit an open mic right now."
Oh man.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, just lately just kind of been busy with doing little things here and there, but so I know we haven't got to it, mostly due to my scheduling. I feel like I'm important, mostly due to my scheduling. But Zero's patient. Zero's been patient.
What is your part in all that? Because I don't know. You're the only school teacher that I know. And since everything went to digital, like, what is your part? Do you still grade?
Oh, so they have like Google Classroom and stuff. And basically you could put like the assignments up on Google Classroom and, students could decide to turn it in there. So so on Google Classroom, for example, let's say you have a worksheet.
Okay.
Right. So you would upload it to Google Classroom. It sends out a thing to all the students and they know how to get to it because usually you use Google Classroom anyway, so that students can get access to the homework or something if they're absent and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And so then they get it, and then there's a turn in thing. You could turn it in, and then they could turn it in like that. And there's message boards, so you could like interact with each other and stuff like that.
Man, see, that's what's crazy. Me and my friend were talking about how like when the first round came through, right? When the first round of the virus and everything was shutting down, we were like, man, these kids lucky. Like, I wish back in my day they would have never canceled school, no matter how bad it got.
Right.
And they still would have been like, well, I mean, wear a mask and don't touch your friends. Like, that's the thing. And we were like, man, these kids get off free. But then I can't remember if it was a meme or I watched some other kid, some video, and they like pointed out, I was like, they were like, this sucks. I can't even pretend to not go to school. I was like, you know what, you got a point. Like when it's online, you don't have all the like, oh, I didn't see it, or like I didn't turn in my paper late. I turned it in on time because it's all in the cloud and it's all like right there, and they know you have internet. Like you pretend like your entire house's internet went out. Like you can't get
Well, that's the thing though. So some people honestly, so there's still people who don't have access to it, to internet and stuff, and then especially with the pandemic, you don't know if people are cutting loose certain bills and stuff like that to make ends meet. So because of that, I do agree with you. We know pretty much everybody has internet, but because of the chance that maybe some people don't, you have to take that into consideration. So you can't be like, well, this person hasn't turned in anything, You have to, so you can't really grade hard right now. It's basically what I'm trying to say, because you have to take into consideration maybe they have access right now. You don't know what's going on at home for them, how they're being affected. You know what I mean? So you have to like take all that into So even if it's a student who hasn't turned in work all year,
they're like,
there might be a chance he was going to do work right now.
I'm so broke, Mr. Jerome. I ain't got no internet. I've been trying to figure out what is a YouTube. Now, don't act like you don't know what YouTube is.
Right.
I don't know how to even Google a thing. What's a Google? Come on.
Oh my gosh.
But there was my friend who has a friend in like education. She told me a story that her friend told her that I thought was funny. That apparently some lady, tell me how much of it. This is the most tattletale thing I ever heard in my life. Some lady called my friend's friend, the teacher. She's a preschool teacher, and she was like, "Hey, I don't know who to tell about this, but my neighbors are not broke. They are not broke. They have money. I've seen them, and they come home with like so much food and they're not poor, and they're taking things. So I just think you should know. And I was like, why are you telling? First of all, why are you tattling? If they got money and they can afford it, let them get their stuff. Second of all, you told a preschool teacher, like,
what the heck?
Like, what's she gonna do? Go over with a ruler? Hey,
right.
I heard y'all got more food over here than y'all need. Like,
what the?
I was like, that's
what the hell? Oh my gosh.
Command.
This is way more food than you need. This is, let me touch your stomach. Yeah, it's solid. If your stomach's solid and full like that, you ate way too much.
Yeah, I know you paid for all this. We're taking it back.
Right. But yeah, give some, oh my gosh. Well, that's hilarious.
That was another funny part of it, because she said it in the way that she told you. She was like, they got money. I know her husband works a good job and he has money, and I see them sometimes like having the food, and like she has a wife, like she was like, and she has a husband, and she has like, it was like all of the things, like it was clearly just this jealous woman like listing down the things, like they don't have any kids, she has a husband, they have money.
Right.
I see them sometimes having very intense, passionate love in their kitchen.
Right. And sometimes,
and I can't even get a text back.
She's like, and sometimes they take long showers, longer than they should be.
I mean, I'm already finished at 2 minutes. Why are they still in there?
Why are they still in the shower? They don't give a damn about anything.
Yeah. But yeah,
that's hilarious.
Wacky thing. But have you heard about the dude that like tried to rob a bank using his coughs?
Yeah, I did.
Like, man, people just doing anything.
Stick them up. Oh my gosh.
Put it in the bag. Don't touch my bag. And everybody.
So what exactly was he doing? Because I only read the head. I'm gonna be honest. I only read the headline.
I was saying, no, that's about as much as I got too.
Okay, and then from there, my comedic prowess took over.
Oh, yeah. Everything in my brain made it the most cartoony thing. He just going over to innocent people, like he went in there like normal, like like an actual bank robber, just in the line, and then like he got up to the window, and then he held up a piece of paper that was like, "Don't make a scene. I'll cough on people." And he pulled down his nose, like,
don't make a scene. I'll cough on people.
Don't make me
the
do
money in a bag and take the singles off the top. I want the money that's on top.
And the lady said, "This man got a cough." Everybody went, "Oh."
He's like, "Back away, back off." Back off.
I'm not kidding. I'll do it.
Don't you even think about it, security. I'll do it.
He coughed and was like, oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Security's like, no. And he's like, no.
I didn't.
You just see the cough floating in the air, and he's like, no. Here's one. The cough lands on him, hits him in the chest. Oh. He looks like he's out, and then he's like, oh.
And that's when you
I have a vest on.
It's a vest. He got a cough vest.
He got a cough vest. Oh, good. You know how they do in the movies. Thank God you're wearing your vest. They got to make it a whole thing. They play like they did, and then they I was wearing my vest.
That was a close one. They almost got you.
Yeah, almost got you. Good thing my wife told me to wear it. Ooh, shit, it hurts.
But yeah, no. Yeah. What else has been going on?
But yeah, that's it. And then in Riverside County, they're easing off on the rules. So now it's not mandatory. It's recommended that you wear your mask now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So who do you think the first group of people are that are not going to be wearing their mask? And with that said, they already wasn't wearing it. When sometimes you go in the store, they were going there without wearing it. People and I remember we was at the store like last week and somebody wasn't wearing it. Like these two individuals were not wearing it, they had to announce on the PA system. They're like, "Please put on your mask. If you're not wearing your mask, you will not be."
Out. Yeah, it's like everybody knows who it is. You're the only one not doing it.
Right? It's all right.
Yeah, that's what the protests are so wacky to me because it's like they're one of the only protests. Don't get me wrong, there have been a lot of protests. I mean, there's the freaking you remember the evil church? I forgot what they were called, but like when they used to protest army people's funerals and be like, God doesn't want gay people. Westboro Baptist Church, like those guys. You don't remember this? It was a little bit ago, but like they exist. They're this whole movement that's like they're like ultra mega the worst kind.
Somebody Google that. Google if it exists. Google it, babe.
Look up. He's making us. Anywho, everybody usually has like a stance, a belief, but like this is the only one that's like, I just want to get a haircut. It's like the most entitled protest. It's like it's not fair that I have to have my hairline look like this. Sure. I want to be able to go places without having to wear a mask. It's like that we'd all like
it's our right.
It's like we would all like that, but also like it's safety. It's like at a certain point I get into like Darwinism where I'm like, you know what? I say let them. I say let them.
But you notice before they announced that it was affecting like especially the black community, but before they announced that it's affecting like the black community or people of color at an exponentially higher rate, once they announced that, they were like, we don't want to wear our damn mask no more. It's all right not to wear a mask. Hey, what up, Clean Talking John? We're in the building.
Who's that?
Sure, what's good, man?
Who is that?
He came through. How you holding up, man? In the quarantine?
Or anything else in life.
He like, quarantine? Nigga, I've been at home. Nigga, I've been staying at home all day. This ain't nothing. This ain't nothing to a boss.
I've been chilling.
Yeah, making skits.
Making skits. What a weird thing to flex about. I've been out grinding, making comedy sketches and you don't know nothing about this hard grind. There was something
you ever seen? You don't know who he is, huh? Clint. He's a comic.
Oh, got it. Does he clean talk or is that an ironic name?
It is an ironic name. He get up there, motherfucker.
It's so.
I'm gonna be real with all y'all in the motherfucking audience right now.
Good name. That's the interesting thing. I haven't seen a white comic with a like stage name in a while. Like most white comics go by their name, but like black comics, I feel like we have a like show. I mean, except you. Yours is also like your name, and there's several people. There's several people that don't have names. It's just more black.
You're being racist right now. Is what you're doing. You're stereotyping. Is what you're doing, bro.
No. Like,
wow, this guy gets one white girl. He done changed his whole life. Oh no! You let that white girl influence you like that? Dang, Zero.
This man's a hater.
Dang, Zero. Wow, he get a taste of that white meat, and he just Zero's about to be out there. This is our right. If I don't want to protect myself, I shouldn't have to.
I should be able to walk the streets nude if I want to.
Shoot, man.
Rubbing up against bedpost, just rubbing.
Are you about to twerk? Oh, hey, what up, Caesar? Caesar in the building. Goon Squad. I don't have no gunshot. Too bad I don't have no sound effect. Bah, 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 bah. I know y'all clicked in here because y'all was hoping we was gonna have some twerkers and we was gonna be pouring some lactose-free milk on their booty, but we don't have no twerkers in here.
Our video podcast is mixing twerkers. That's
yeah. We don't have no. Once we get twerkers, y'all not gonna even be able to get in here because it's gonna be.
You won't be able to get into a live stream.
It's gonna be a line.
You're gonna be able to log into a live stream.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, it's gonna be crack. We're gonna be pouring milk on booties, all that kind of stuff. And I can't even get in trouble because it's a podcast. I'm like, baby, it's a podcast. Zero's doing it. I'm just there. I'm just there.
There.
Yeah.
Milk was what people wanted.
That's the thing. When you're in a relationship, you gotta. Hey, them niggas was doing that, not me. I was there, but them niggas was the one grabbing the booties and doing all that stuff. I was trying my best to get home to you as soon as I could, but I didn't drive.
Yeah, we shouldn't put him in that situation. That's on us. We forgot. We was messing around. Don't be mad at him.
You know how Zero is. He's single, so I didn't drive, so that's the only reason I was out with. But I wasn't having a good time. Baby, I wasn't having a good time.
and I'm trying to better myself. I'm trying to get like the husband here. He was so on good behavior. He ain't even look at a booty. He was staring
right.
He was like,
He didn't even care.
he was carrying around a blanket like, young lady, please. Young lady, you have fathers. Trying to hand out blankets.
And then that's when you go overboard. Like, he don't even like booties. He more of a titty man. He like the big titties. That whoa, Zero.
Hey.
Easy, buddy. Shit, man. Nah, but yeah, it's crazy, man. Being up in the house, being cooped up and stuff, and as comics not being able to really get out there and perform stuff.
Yeah, I mean, have you gotten into what's the weirdest, like, now I've been quarantined new thing that you've been? I just recently started dabbling in the old cooking. Like, I never really messed with that.
Oh, you cooking now?
Yeah, now, like making stuff. Like, I made
okay.
which doesn't sound like much, and it isn't.
You following was it Christy Teigen? How you say her name? Christy Teigen?
Yeah, I think it's Christy Teigen.
Yeah, you got her cookbook. Yeah, Zero in there with the cookbook, no shirt on. He's just like, oh yeah, how you make the spaghetti?
I put on the apron. Like, I got made my hair look like her. I thought this was a part of it. I thought this was a part of cooking.
I don't know if I picked up anything since I've been in quarantine, man, other than like I've been doing writing a little bit, but as far as like picked up something new that I'm doing since the quarantine.
The sound went out. Hold on. Can real quick, can y'all test? Can y'all hear us?
1, 2, 3. He might be on dial-up.
It might be him. Somebody picked up the phone.
See, that's why you can't assign homework to all the students. Yeah, some students don't have access.
Some people still on dial-up.
Some people on. Remember DSL?
I remember. Yeah, you remember the AOL?
Now DSL means something totally different, but at the time it meant internet.
Hello. I don't know.
I can hear you.
We're good. We're gonna roll on forward as if it's working, and maybe it was just his sound. What were you saying?
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully, hopefully we ain't been quiet. We just look like this the whole time. Oh, he's saying we're on mute. That's weird.
Who's the other person?
Oh, that's weird.
Did you put up on mute, or how can you hear if that? I'm so confused.
Because I hear you hear him. Did you click on him or something?
What if this is a major troll just to like have half the podcast?
No, right? Have us spending like half the time trying to figure it out.
Are we good now? Are we? Is it good?
Our thing is probably not used to having more than one person in here.
He's gone.
Yeah, he's out of here. That was just his way to get out of here. He could have just left, Caesar.
I mean, man,
you didn't have to make an excuse, Caesar. You could have just dipped.
I would have stayed, but then y'all audio went out.
Right. I didn't want to make it seem like I just left. Yeah. But y'all audio though, that was sweet of him. That was nice.
It was a nice little excuse.
He didn't want us to feel bad, so we appreciate that. Hey, what minute mark are we at?
42. So we either got 18 to kill, or we can cut it in 8 in general. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, we can cut it in 8. That's cool.
All right.
Cut it while we hot.
Get off stage while we killing it.
Yeah. Thank you. And good night.
Yeah. Have you had anybody whose birthday was during all this?
Yeah, my brother's, man. My brother's birthday was during all this. We did a surprise Zoom party for him. Oh, I think we talked about it a little bit last time.
Yeah, we did a surprise. I remember this vaguely. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was kind of dope. So that's you?
Nah, all of my friends are cool and were born in the right months.
Right.
I'm kidding.
They were born outside of this.
No, Dro just had his birthday like two days ago. Like,
okay.
He got 2 cakes. His family sent him a cake from Texas, and then his girl happenstancely also got him a cake. I haven't tasted either yet because I don't think they don't like sugar like I like sugar. So I don't think those cakes are for me. I'm gonna test one eventually, but I haven't got to it. But yeah, he had his 27. He getting old like me. August 13th.
Oh, okay, he's 27 now.
Yep. getting into the late 20s, baby. That's where that's
Hey,
where it's not as fun. Like, I mean, it's fun I was talking to my friend about this, like, again, that whole world where,
because you're what, 25, right?
no, I'm 26. I'm going to be 27 too. Yeah. August 13th, 1993. But
Yeah.
when all the stuff opens back up and we go back to relative normality, how the world's gonna be like shifted, and it's like I'm interested to see what like when grinding and all that stuff, like picking up girls from the club is like different, where it's like you can't like touch, so it's like the
Oh,
girl
yeah.
you're
Yeah.
doing like you remember what hover hands is, where like people would take pictures but they were too afraid to touch
Yeah.
girls, so their hands would just be over them. It's like that, but like with grinding, it's just like you're behind the girl,
Yeah.
but like you're still
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
just like mask all.
That's hilarious.
So
Look at you
like,
writing bits.
so like what you doing later? what you what you doing later?
What you doing later?
Yeah.
But hey, baby, give me your. No, you have to give me your number now, so I don't have to come close to talk to you. If you give it to me, I can stay over here and just text you.
Yo, yeah, yell it across the room, and then some
Right,
other dude, some
right.
other creep is like, yeah, no, I'm the dude from the
Yeah.
club.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna change that. Yeah, now you really can get harassed if somebody touch you when you don't want them to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be rough for the
Nigga, you
play.
touching me? You know the damn corona going on?
Ah, wait.
Yep.
Oh,
Hey, what up? Do that king without a crowd. What
I
up?
like how all your people popping up showing love. I think I had like one person, and they didn't even say what up. They didn't even say my
What's
guy.
poppin', fam?
Chilling here.
Now I see how when people be on live and you can't read. I do now. I see how it is because it is kind of small. So you be like, what?
Yeah, it's also the thing.
That's why everybody's all close on live all the time. What the,
Yeah. Oh my gosh! Did you see the clip of DJ Cali?
Nah, I didn't see the clip.
Oh, there's an amazing clip. Speaking of twerking and live streams, so this like Instagram model or whatever, like she got on because DJ Khaled was doing the fan talking to fans thing. He got on
Yeah.
it, and some Instagram model or whatever gets on, and she's in like the skimpiest, like two little tassels and like underwear, and she's like twerking for the camera. And Callie's like, "No, hey, yeah, no, it's all love. I can't. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. No, it's not like, and it's just like the fear. People keep making the joke. It's like the fear of a married man who's thinking about to get in trouble.
Get off me. Get off me.
No, I got a family. I got a family. He just kept saying like really, really guilty, sad stuff.
Oh
like,
my
please
God.
don't do this to me, please. No, I got a family. Please, no, don't.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Like, at the same time, not trying to disrespect the girl. It was so.
You are not gonna mess up my happy home. Now you take that big juicy booty.
You take you and all your thickness and go to my.
No, but that's funny. So he was trying to like be respectful at the same time. He's like, no.
Yeah.
Sorry, I not. Oh, all right now.
Yeah.
He's like, but when the cameras go off, no.
But like people have like
DJ Khaled
together. That's like the girl on Instagram, and it's like shaking her butt, and then it's like DJ Khaled, and it's got like a dude doing this. I'm like, the internet is funny.
What up, Lionel? Hey, in the building. Oh, you keep leaving, coming back and leaving.
I didn't see anybody even pop up. But yeah, all right. So we got 3 more minutes.
All right, so let's see, man. So let's wrap it up. So man, yeah, man, it's been good. You know, catching up. You know, the world. What day? Do you know what day we're in? As far as like the number of days
been going?
Yeah, for the quarantine.
I believe we've been going 2 months. I think this is month 2. No,
like
we're
70 something,
we're
right?
in month 3 because it started.
Yeah. Okay. So it's like 70 something days, right? Almost 80 days or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens. Like we're, according to people, it's like we're halfway through, but like this has been a weird, like, you know how they talk about, and Dro has brought this up several times, where it's like, this is the time that they're going to put in history books, and it's going to be like the time, the quarantining, and like, this is ours. Like, we lived through, like other people lived through like the Great Depression, and like we lived through the quarantining. And it's like the different things that are going on. I just find that interesting. It's like, oh, this is what it's like to be in that.
Yeah, this is it. It's like I've pretty much kind of adjusted to it as far as like I'm not going crazy.
Yeah,
obviously I missed the stage. But at the same time, you know, it kind of like helps you focus a little bit as far as I go. But I think you miss that kind of stuff, like the stage, being able to kind of go out and stuff a little bit. But I'm not going stir crazy, if that makes sense. Like I'm not sitting here like, oh man, I hope they lift it tomorrow. Like, I'm, you know, I'm right as of right now, I'm still fine. You know what I mean? Like,
sane.
Yeah, I'm still sane. And then it showed me a lot about my relationship. You know, like with me and my fiance, we've been man, it's going crazy now. No, but it's dope when you have somebody that you know you don't mind spending time with like that, because you know you could go crazy. It's just us two. You know what I mean? We could be going nuts, but it's dope. Yeah, it's dope. It's like it's widened the love a little more, and then
that was the thing that I heard during all this. That like, I mean, there's a lot of different things getting affected, and like everything, obviously. But like one of the other interesting things, like divorce lawyers have been like way up. Like apparently a lot of people have been like, I can't do it because they've never had to deal with their partner this long.
My upstairs neighbors argue all the time. They're not gonna make it, dog. They're not gonna make it. And then they just got like two maybe like a month ago or 3 or 4 weeks ago, they got a puppy.
Oh.
And so it was like one of those like, let's save this relationship puppy. And it worked for like maybe 3 days. And then they was back arguing, and then putting out the puppy's going crazy. It's poor puppy.
Poor dog. At least it's a dog and not a kid.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and they go at it. They be, motherfuck you, blah, 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 blah. Like, oh my gosh.
Just get away already.
Right. I don't know where to go. Damn, you're right.
Y'all rooting for y'all team. Come on, get her. You got the cup up to the wall.
Right.
Yo, tell
I'm like, damn, you gonna let her talk to you like that, dog?
That's crazy. He shouldn't be disrespecting you like that.
Right. But I'm not saying put hands on her, but damn.
That's a good statement. I haven't heard one.
There's no way they're gonna make it, though. They arguing every day.
Oh yeah.
Just about.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
It's a little quiet right now, but they just getting warmed up.
It'll start. They'll find something. They get on there.
Now that they have the puppy, they play with the puppy. Like the puppy, you can hear the puppy running back and forth a lot. They have like a toy that they throw. You can hear it because they probably throw it high as hell. Whoop, and then they land. Bam! Loud as hell, and the puppy runs and gets it. And then usually shortly after that, it'd be arguing. And then you always know, even if you can't hear the argument, you could just kind of hear like mutters of it. But you know they are, because all of a sudden doors get slammed. They're like, I swear, they're like teenagers. They're like teenagers or something. Yeah, fuck you. And then all of a sudden, boom, the door slams. Boom, and then she's like stomping around. It's like, dude, y'all not gonna make it.
Yeah, it's very fascinating. I mean, because that's the thing. I forgot there was a saying, and I want to be eloquent, but I'm gonna mess it all up just to say my point. Like, when times are good, it's easy to sidestep and ignore all the problems. But when the chips are down,
could you hear that right now or not?
Yeah, no, I can't hear anything.
Okay.
But when the chips are down and you're put towards the fire, it's like that stuff is going to come to light. And I think a lot of couples that were putting stuff to the side and not dealing with stuff, now that they've been in an encapsulated situation, they've had to confront those demons, and they don't like it. And it is rough in this situation, because I read something that was like, yeah, what do you do when like you share rent with somebody, but you hate them? And it's like, I got to get out, but you don't have the money right now, because like, where are you getting money? Like, where do you go? You can't stay at a hotel. You can't.
And then some relationships, not all, some are discovering right now that they can't be with each other. But there are some, even before that, you know, they had inclination that the relationship probably wasn't the best, and they still was, you know, even before they moved in together and all that stuff, they knew. But then, so you know, some of us, they fall down, and now they're being forced to actually really have to face it. Like,
Yeah.
Even though we knew it probably wouldn't work, now we seeing this. I'm about to kill you. So,
So that's how. But luckily, in quarantine, it's going to be several days before anybody asks questions. I
right.
can just pretend like you always in
And
another
then
room.
all I have to do is say, you know what? I don't know. He went to the bank. I remember that bank got robbed that day, and somebody coughed on him. So I think he had the virus.
It's crazy out there right now. Like I think it said, like I heard that they had the corona, so they're at the hospital right now. I heard that's what I heard. But
Right.
like I don't know.
Yeah, and I don't know how he must have grabbed the knife and stabbed himself 72 times because the coronavirus probably made him confused.
That's crazy. He
Yeah,
went crazy from indoor. I remember the last couple of days we were together. He used to just say, "Man, I'm gonna stab myself in the chest. I'm gonna stab
right. Yeah, he used to say
myself."
that to me all the time, and I remember I used to think that's the weirdest thing to
That's
say.
that's a strange thing to stay around. I was like, "Dave, what you talking about? Stabbing yourself in the chest?" He's like, "I'm just going crazy from corona." I was like,
Right,
"Oh."
right. And I just laughed it off because I didn't think that he was.
Do the like.
That he was serious. Yeah.
Everybody buying
Oh man, it's crazy. It's crazy.
All right. Well, this has
All
been
right.
another episode of the Jerome and Zero podcast.
Hey.
Thank you for those of you that popped into the live stream to A, make fun of us, B, say that we need more twerking girls, C, say hello to Jerome. We appreciate those of you that showed up to the live stream. And for those of you listening to it later,
I don't know what I was just doing right now. I don't even know why I was doing that.
for something.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Right now. But yeah, thanks for rocking with us again. I'm Zero Rimpson.
Thank you.
Below me is Jerome Tennyson. You can find me
Yeah.
at @0_KR anime and him at Jerome 10 Jerome 10 on
Jerome
Instagram.
_10.
Oh, you switched it?
Jerome _TEN. Yeah.
Okay. So Jerome _TEN and
Yeah, because apparently somebody had Jerome 10 already taken. So.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just gonna keep talking over you every time you're trying to end it. So go ahead.
No, that's fine. It's just like you on the stage. You don't never want to stop. But like, so like, if you want to find our stuff,
I can't help it. I don't know what it is, man. And then now that I can't get on stage, no, my bad. Go ahead, though.
This is all I got. On YouTube, you can find this podcast. That's probably where you're listening to it because that's the only place I upload it. But if you didn't find it there, go to youtube.com, search Zero Rimpson or Jerome Tennyson. We're bound to pop up because we're the only ones with our names. That was a great ending. All right. All right. Anything you got to say?
Thank you, guys. Hey, started from the bottom. Now we're here.
And on that,
Started from the bottom. Now, thanks, man. Until next time. I don't have a slogan or
have an outro.
Or a tag.
We got the long.
Until next time, my friends.
You know, I'm just gonna go. Bye.